Yo, welcome back everybody to another, well, for right now it's just the son, but it is the mother and son post-game show for the New York Giants. Family bonding. Right now we don't have the mother here, so it's just the son. The mother is actually on a trip right now. She's currently en route to the West Coast for a business trip. She's actually in the air flying. Hopefully you're safe out there, Mom. Before we get into this, you guys know what we usually do. I need you to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Make sure you do that, especially for this video, because we finally won one after a 4-game losing streak. But it's okay, it's fine. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of what happened with this game and what I think is going to be a turnaround for the rest of the season. Not necessarily winning a lot of games, but it just looks better. So let's get into it. All right, guys, when we think about this, the first thing I have to say is Daniel Jones is being exposed. Tyrod Taylor's really good comparatively. They're just not saying much. He's doing a lot better, though. He reads the routes better. He's not staring down receivers. He's getting out of the pocket when it collapses. He feels the pressure quicker. He makes the right moves, reads, all of that. He does it all better than Daniel Jones. It's not looking good, guys. It's like I've been saying for a while. Daniel Jones is not that great, even though I've had moments where I felt like he is. He makes you believe it. That's when he plays against weak defenses. For today, you got to see a good pass rush with Chase Young and the rest of those guys on the Commanders. And you got to see what a quarterback who's aware of the pressure and knows what he has is able to do with the bare minimum. We only got 14 points, but we won the game off of our tough defense as well. Shout out to Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Bobby Okereke, and Leonard Williams for all the sacks and the QB rushes today. I think we had 6 or 7 total sacks today. The Giants defense looked really good. It looked like it was the first game of the season for them. It looked like they woke up and was like, oh, I think the NFL season started today. You figured it would take the second longest rivalry in NFL history for the Giants to actually pick up and realize that they actually have to play. But I mean, everybody looked pretty good. They looked a lot better. They looked like they're more gelled into the system, especially the young guys. Jalen Hyatt with some big catches in the first half and the second half. That was almost a called incomplete pass due to the challenge of Ron Rivera from when he called that at the it was like right on the edge. It was like a 35-yard catch down the field to Jalen Hyatt, and they tried to call it. He tried to challenge it and say it was out of bounds, but luckily he already had 2 feet in bounds, and the third step was the one that was out. But still, I have to say good job to Darren Waller and Tyrod Taylor's. That connection looked really nice. I would love to see that develop more. If Daniel Jones is healthy, leave him on the sideline. He should just be the backup. I'm going to say it. He should be the backup. Tyrod Taylor should be the starter. And we should just have it just go like that until something changes or something dramatic happens. I don't know. I don't want to speak anything into existence. I just want the offense to continue looking the way it does. Not that it looks good. It looks a lot better than it did before. Let's just say that. It looked a lot better. Scoring 14 points is still despicable. Let's get to the real deal here, guys. Scoring 14 points is not a feat to be proud of. The win, sure. We have to be able to produce on offense. Saquon Barkley looked good, by the way. I want to mention that. Saquon Barkley looked good. Pretty much everybody looked good with the exception of Sterling Shepard, who muffed the punt, and Eric Gray looked like he got banged up a little bit. He might be injured. I won't be surprised because he had his left foot, his ankle got caught up when he got tackled. It looked pretty bad. I hope it wasn't too serious, but all I know is he wasn't playing during the rest of the game. So that can't be good, right? I think that this game is a foreshadow of what the Giants could potentially be. A hard football team with a good defensive background that just tries to do what they can to get the win. Not necessarily trying to just be a successful monster of an offense, because that's not what we are. That's not what we can be. We can't do that right now. We need more production. And it needs to be more fluid. The offense needs to develop some sort of chemistry. And right now, it looks like it's finally happening. Even with Justin Pugh being the freaking left tackle who was atrocious, and the fact that the offensive line is not healthy, they still were able to manage keeping sacks to under 6 today. I believe it was under 5. If I actually look at the stats right now, let's look at the stats real quick, all right? There were 4 total sacks allowed today by the Giants. That's good for the Giants, because they have like a bottom 5 offensive line in the league for the last 5-6 years. And even during the beginning of the game, the announcer said that Coach Daboll had never seen anything like this before with all these injuries. And I believe he said that last season. And I think Joe Judge said that before. These coaches that come into the New York Giants, they've never seen these types of injuries and what happens with the team. And it's crazy that it happens to the New York locker room. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but what I do know is that we bounced back. We produced a lot better on offense, and we did even better on defense, which is what I expect the Giants to do, is do well on defense. But the fact that now the defense is starting to look like they should versus what they were, even though there still are some hiccups in there, it's starting to look better. Jalen Hyatt's starting to look like the deep route threat that we needed. Darren Waller's starting to look like the number one option on third downs and the go-to guy when we need first downs. It just looks like Tyrod Taylor's more comfortable in the starting quarterback position, although he's already been a starting quarterback in his previous years a long time ago because he is a veteran. But I do like seeing Tyrod Taylor behind quarterback instead of Daniel Jones. I will say that. Daboll will not admit that he was wrong about Daniel Jones, but somebody needs to figure something out to get Daniel Jones out of there. I know in 2 or 3 years he'll be eligible for a trade. We need to do that. So for these next 2 years, just to deal with it. He could just be the most overpaid backup quarterback of all time, but that probably won't happen. Knowing Daboll and the fact that the organization paid him that much money, they're going to try to force this on us as an organization and fan base that Daniel Jones needs to be the franchise quarterback. But if you ask me, guys, Tyrod Taylor is the guy moving forward. And I'm going to be at the Jets and Giants game with my mom. We're going to be recording that live. So we hope to get somewhat of a similar game. It's going to be a tougher defense we're playing against, though. The Jets defense is good. They just stopped the Eagles. The Eagles are a good offense. That's a powerhouse offense. So I don't know how the Jets-Giants game is going to be. I know there's going to be some shenanigans, and it's going to be live in that stadium. And we are going to be recording some of it live and probably have some other clips that I can edit together and make a little short video of for you guys to react to. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please give me your thoughts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe as well if you didn't do so already at the beginning. What are you doing? Please make sure you share with your friends. Come on, grow this family. The family needs to grow, and it should always continue to grow. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, help us out, guys. Your support means everything to us. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Me and my mom will be together at the game. You'll hopefully be able to see us live and also in the post game when we're done. And yeah, guys, I hope to see you guys next week. Go Giants. Hopefully we can turn this thing around. I know I was kind of banking on tanking, but let's just see what happens over these next couple of games. We have a couple of tough games after the Jets game, but we'll see, guys. That's all for now. Take care. I'll catch you guys next week. Go Giants!